Have you ever wondered how to automate tasks after your Dataflow pipeline finishes processing? It can be a bit tricky, but don't worry, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to explore how to perform an action once your batch Dataflow job has completed. I totally get it. You want to ensure that once your Dataflow job is done, the next step happens seamlessly. It's frustrating when you have to manually move files after processing. You're definitely not alone in this. Many users face similar challenges. Here's the specific question we're addressing today. One user asked, is it possible to perform an action once a batch Dataflow job has finished processing all data? I want to move the text file that the pipeline just processed to a different Google Cloud Storage bucket. Sound familiar? Let's dive into this together. So what's the best way to handle this? The key is to use a mechanism that triggers an action after your Dataflow job completes. This ensures that your file transfer happens automatically without any manual intervention. And stick around. I have a great tip at the end that will help you streamline your Dataflow processes even better. To perform an action after a Dataflow pipeline has processed all data, the user should utilize the onFinish trigger in their pipeline configuration. This trigger allows them to specify actions that should occur once the job completes. Next, the user needs to define the action they want to perform. In this case, they want to move a text file to a different Google Cloud Storage bucket. This can be done using a cloud function or a simple script. Now, the user should implement the cloud function. This function will be triggered by the completion of the Dataflow job and will handle the file transfer. They need to set up the function with the appropriate permissions to access both the source and destination buckets. Finally, the user should test the entire setup to ensure that the action executes correctly after the Dataflow job finishes. They can do this by running a sample Dataflow job and verifying that the file has been moved as expected. Fun fact, did you know that Google Cloud Dataflow is based on Apache Beam? It allows for both batch and stream processing, making it super versatile. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. This user suggests an alternative approach to perform actions after your Dataflow pipeline has processed all data. They recommend using side outputs to write the file to multiple buckets directly, which can eliminate the need for a separate copy action. If side outputs aren't suitable, you can run your pipeline in blocking execution mode. This means using the command pipeline.run, wait until finish, and then placing your copy code right after that command. Let's take a look at an answer from another user. One alternative approach involves using a side input right after your reader. By combining the entire collection with the view.iterable transform, you can connect its output to a dofen. This dofen will execute only after all elements have been read. Additionally, you can achieve similar results using combine.globally in Java or beam.combine.globally in Python. For more details, refer to the Beam programming guide. Now, let's shift our focus to a different response. One alternative solution is to use text.io to write directly to your desired GCS bucket. You can specify the exact path where you want the file to go. Another option is to set up object change notifications with cloud functions. This allows you to trigger a function when a file is added to a bucket, which can then move the file to another bucket. Here's that great tip I promised. Consider using cloud functions to automate the file transfer process. This way, you can trigger the function right after your Dataflow job completes, making everything seamless. And there you have it. Now you can automate actions after your Dataflow pipeline finishes processing. Remember, automation saves time and reduces errors. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button for more tips, and don't miss our next video on optimizing your Dataflow jobs.